Okay, so one of the most common things I'm trying to fix in my students' golf swings is how the trail hand is setting in the takeaway and how the trail hand and arm are working from that position to the top. So I'm always using the analogy of like serving a platter and things like that, but I mean, you don't really have a platter handy, so what's a good visual to kind of get a feel for that and to get a good idea of what serving the platter looks like? So went on Amazon, bought this little thing for like $15, and it's great. I've been using it in all my lessons. It's a really great way to just, for one, understand where you need to be at the set position in the takeaway, and then from there, where you're going to the top, and then what the release is like. From there, we're good to go. So if we just take this thing right here, put our hand just on the back of it, on this Velcro, okay, and we just place the ball right here, right in the middle of it. The whole key with this is understanding that we want to feel in the golf swing like if our palm was facing up towards the sky and our elbow was in a position like we're trying to give blood. That's where we want to be, from the setup position to the takeaway to the top. So this feeling right here to where this is staying perfectly level. It's not really tipping this way. It's not tipping this way. So we always want to feel like we're giving blood with that trail arm to start. Try to feel like the ball is just facing up towards the sky. Now, obviously, when we're gripping a golf club, our palm isn't this towards the sky, so we're going to keep the arm in this position and just go boom, just like that. So now this ball is facing the target, okay? Now, keeping our arm in this nice giving blood position, we're just gonna go boom, right there. Now we get a nice full set of the fingers back of the palm. So the ball is now facing towards the wall, away from my body. This is a good set position. We don't want to be here because now we've lost our giving blood feeling, and we don't want to be this way too much because now we've kind of lost control of the heel to toe relationship. The face is going to get too open, and we're going to have a hard time getting it back to square, okay? Because ultimately, coming into the golf ball, we want to get back to square, to where that ball is facing right at the target, and if it was to actually flick off this paddle, it'd go right down the target line. So that's kind of a cool way to understand that. So once we're right here, we still got our nice giving blood position. There is a little bit of extension in the arm to where it is slightly straighter than where it was at the takeaway because of the pushing down sensation, and you heard us talk about this a lot in the Scotty Scheffler video, and if you haven't watched that, go check that out. It was a really popular video for us. Always want to feel that good pushing down feeling with those palms. So from here, once we're at this position, now we're just going to serve our platter. And you can even, keeping this elbow right here in front of us, I could take my left wrist, get a cup in the wrist, and just put it right behind my bicep here. Now as I go to the top, I'm going to serve that platter. And as we always talk about, we want to be right on that heel line, okay? We talked about this a lot in the Scotty Scheffler video again. So we're going toe line to heel line. Notice how that elbow doesn't try to get away from me when I put this little wall right here. It just creates a nice full set position. So right here, I'm serving that platter. I'm in a great spot. So the ball is now facing up towards the sky. I don't want to be this way, and I also don't want to be too tipped this way. Right here, perfectly, to where if I was serving like a tray of dishes or some drinks, I'd be in a great spot. Now, here's the key. As we're coming down into the golf ball, we want to maintain this consistent plane because we need that club to be swinging from inside out, okay? So if I get up here to the top, I've done all this work, and then I go whoop, that way, I'm going to throw everything off too early, okay? I want to feel like from this position, I'm keeping it on there for just a little bit where that ball's staying right there. I don't want the ball going this way. I don't want it going under this way too much. I want it staying on this consistent plane, okay? So a good way to understand the plane is that imagine at the top of the swing if this was like a Frisbee, okay? And I get up to serving my platter. Now as I'm coming down, I want to feel like I just throw that Frisbee right down into the ground. And then that would be kind of simulating really the club working down through the inside part of the golf ball. And that's really what I'm looking for. So I'm here, boom, now throw that Frisbee, and then that's the sensation of how to get the proper plane. Now the final piece to this is trying to get this ball to just fly off of this paddle. once you've got the set right, ball facing away from you, serving the platter, ball facing the sky, now just imagine there's like a wall right here that you've created by creating your swing wall. Now from here, you're going to keep that wall in place and you're just going to feel this accelerate back to square on this sideways angle. Try to see if you can get from your serving the platter position and just throw that ball off that paddle. If you can throw that ball off the paddle, what that's actually simulating is that's simulating the fingers snapping relative to the palm to get the toe to square back up to the heel, okay? If we come into the ball and we just hold it and that's still on the Velcro, then we're probably accelerating our palm too much and the arm is staying bent too much. And we want to feel like that arm from this kind of loaded serving the platter position is going from bent to straight. And then that's where all the energy is just going to, boom, square up and then release right down the target line. Palm to the sky. Now we go ball to the target, ball away from us, put our little wall here so we can go, boom, serve our platter, and now from here, go back to here with our fingers and then just trying to feel that trail arm going from bent to straight. And then all that energy when that arm goes from bent to straight and the fingers snap back to square, that's gonna flick that ball right off our paddle here down the target line. So now from there you could just grab like a compact club, just working on this right in your chair and just feel that good set, serving the platter, back to square, and really just getting that hand to club awareness. So these are just basic things you can work on. You don't have to go to the range. You can do this right in the comfort of your own home. And then once you got a feel for it with the compact club, now grab a real club and hit a ball. Got our good setup with our good grip from our molded grip with our compact club. Now from here I'm just going to get good set, good here, and then trail arm goes from bent to straight. And really just feeling like that runs my entire swing. That was crushed. A little bit too much draw maybe, but that's okay. Maybe I got the fingers through a little too fast and I could have went more palm. But just a really simple visual for you. I thought it was a cool idea. I've been using it in my lessons and it's been helping my students a lot. They're really getting a better understanding of that hand to club awareness, and I think it's going to help you a lot. I hope this helps you. Maybe go grab yourself an RSG simulator, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.